haven't started yet.
Are you ready then?
So you talk.
Just to let you know, below your knees is the cut-off point, so that table you cannot see. So when you point your items, pick them up.
You'll pick them up.
Yeah. All right.
Where's the floor then? Oh, you can't see that, so it don't fucking matter where that is, does it? So you talk to the camera to open, not at me.
I've got that. Yeah. I'm waiting for you to be ready. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Brilliant. Yeah. I
I'm
can
ready.
just talk now.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Who's the pro? Come on.
Ready?
Come on now.
It doesn't help that you've got a
I
fucking
know,
like the cheerleading squad.
It'll be his team. It'll be his turn next.
He's having it in a minute. You ready?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
I don't think I have. I think I've
No,
still got a bit-
I didn't think you are.
think
That's why I've
still
not
got a bit-
started.
I've got a bit of laughter left
Yeah,
in me.
go on,
so
then, just get it over.
No, well, you know, you need
Once
to.
you start talking, you won't.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
It's just as I start talking, I know he's like,
I'm not. I'm professional.
okay.
So much easier with fucking Charlie. Come on, get it on. I'm
Who?
fucking hungry. Come on, mush
Right.
mush, chop chop.
Okay. So we're going to talk about the varieties of main lines which we use. Now, me and Ian.
I was laughing there. I
Oh,
was swearing.
fucking hell. I'll tell you what. You start.
No, I'm not opening because I opened the last
Well,
one
it's
too.
quite a good thing of mainline because it's quite. Everyone calls it mono, don't they? So mainline's quite.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Oh, come on, stop fucking about that. Seriously.
Ready?
No, I'm being fucking serious.
I can tell by your eyes.
Gone. You
I can
can't
ta-
see my eyes.
No,
they're
that's
fucking
the thing.
slanted.
Because I can see your eyes, I know there's a problem.
Just move the chair a little bit so you're straighter on to camera.
Why?
Well, because he's naturally looking your way.
Well,
did
we're
you
supposed to
do?
be taught.
We fucking can talk to one another. It's not like me and my missus where we just don't even look at each other and have a conversation.
This is brilliant.
This is right. Come on.
Okay. You start. Yeah. Okay.
Are you still filming Footnuts?
Yeah, he's filming. He's rolling.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Are you
I'm done,
finished?
fucking done.
Right. Okay. Good. So me and Ian are going to talk about mainline today and the varieties that we use. Now, we agree on some bits about mainline and others we have different opinions on. So, Ian, so go on, you go first. I know there's the aerofluorocarbon in particular we both use, but what other varieties of mainline do you use and probably what do you use it
I
for?
like how you put the onus on me first.
Yeah.
I have to go first.
Yeah,
so you'll
you
just
go first.
copy everything
Yeah,
I say.
that's right. Well, no, go on.
Well, for years, I'm not going to give away too much what you use because I know what you use.
Yeah.
But for years, I used the tribal carp.
Yeah.
And before that, it was katana.
Yeah.
And I think the thing about my fishing and about a lot of people's fishing, or mono in particular, they trust what they trust. It's quite a
Absolutely.
fickle market,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
once you get confident in one line,
Yep.
it takes something really extraordinary.
Almost something to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whether
Definitely.
it's a disaster or
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time the latest thing that comes along, people with line especially, it's so personal, it's so
Definitely.
important.
Yeah.
So I've gone completely full circle and I've gone back to black technium. This is a £10, which is 0.3. Now I use it in 15. I don't tend to have to cast that far.
Yeah.
But I can still put the black technium in 15, probably 140 yards.
Yeah.
Without a leader.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite important for me. I still struggle with leaders.
Right.
And the fact that I don't always trust the knots.
It's a
And I've
confidence
tried-
thing again,
it's a
isn't it?
confidence
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, absolutely.
So I've sort of, a lot of the lads were using this in the team tribal,
Yeah.
and then I was just seeing too much positive feedback about it.
Yeah.
Abrasion resistance was very good. Its
Yeah.
casting ability was very good,
Yeah.
even in a thick 15-pound
That's
line. And it wasn't letting them down, and
No.
it sinks quite well as well.
I know Mike Daniel because obviously the casting he does is extreme distances, and I know he does use a leader for a lot of that, but he swears by that, doesn't he?
Yes, he does, yeah. And it's just, I don't go too deep into the molecular makeup
Yeah,
of it,
yeah.
and Dave Fooge
Yeah.
is the man for that. He knows
Definitely,
everything
yeah.
about mono. But for me, it's a confidence thing, and now I trust that 1,000,000%.
Definitely.
And that's my go-to mono.
Would you use that for everything then, or Is there another line which you would use as well as in certain
the Aero, I mean,
circumstances?
again, we both love the Aero Fluoro,
Yeah, definitely.
but it's a very specific line for a very specific
It is,
job.
yeah, it is.
So up to ranges of probably 80 to 100 yards.
That's right.
I'm happy to use this, and I don't use fluoro so much these days because I don't fish slack lines anymore.
Right. Okay.
For quite a few years, I was obsessed with having my lines drooping off the rod tips.
Yeah.
And I think it cost me fish in the
Right,
long run.
okay.
I think everybody seems to have gone completely full circle again and backed off slack lines.
Absolutely.
Semi-slack is the one now.
That's right.
I know a lot of it's
it almost gives you
fashion
fashions,
thing.
yeah,
Of
that's
course
right.
it is.
Yeah.
But certainly for fishing in the edge
Yeah.
or for fishing up to ranges of 80 to 100 yards. But now if I use the Aero Fluoro, I just don't fish it super slack, like dripping.
Yeah,
if you like, or
absolutely,
dripping. I fish it semi-slack, so there's still good bite indication.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So, and I know you use that, don't you?
I mean, the thing is with the Aero Fluorocarbon, I mean, you came and saw me when I was fishing the other day. Now, I only use it really for stalking, and that is because I'm watching fish right in the margins, and you get to see an awful lot of what's going on. And it's just that line concealment and that invisibility properties you just can't ignore when you've got a group of 4 or 5 fish feeding right over the top of your spot. But I do agree, most of the time, the most I'll actually fish with it. I know you can use it well in excess of 100 yards, but I personally use it for literally fishing under my rod tips. It's that invisibility.
And do you think, and I'm not trying to ask you this to trip you up, but do you think, because I've seen where you fish that close in when I came up to you, do you think you'd have still got the bite with using mono slack?
It probably, but it's a confidence thing, isn't it? It's a confidence thing. If I'm standing literally 6 feet away from where the rig is and I can't see it, now naturally I'm not in their environment, if I can't see that line going in the water, that's good enough for me.
But then in that situation, you know if you've been done.
Correct,
because you're watching it.
That's right,
The bites you had,
that's right.
you saw them come in, you saw them take the bait.
Exactly. So again, I then wouldn't come off this because I've not got to worry about loads of slack line or how it's lined. I can see exactly how it's lined. So literally, I mean, I don't use any leaders, 2 little bits of putty above where the lead arrangement is, and that's good enough for me. But so I do use it, as you were saying, for a very specific reason. But for me, for anything, sort of, you know, for multitude of reasons, I'll always go back to the tribal carp because it's just such a reliable line. Exactly the same as you with Technium. It's just a bolt and braces line. It's very, very cheap, so you can keep spooling up with it all the time. But wherever I take, it's never let me down. I think that's the important thing. I've never had a knot go. As long as you wet it and pull the knots down tight, as you should do with all lines anyway, it's never ever let me down. So for me,
what about colour? Because some people I think will look at a line that's white in appearance.
That's right,
Does that bother you? Do you think there's a myth of what fish see and don't see?
Not really, because I've got no problem in using it in the clear at all. Because I mean, you say it's white, but it is actually a clear line.
Clear,
it is a clear.
Somebody looks around the shelf and thinks, oh, it's white.
If I'm casting that out, only again through a confidence thing, I will probably have 4 or 5 foot of like some sort of anti-tangle system behind it. So exactly something like that. So the immediate vicinity around the rig won't be that anyway. But no, I mean, I've never had this situation come across where I've seen them spook off the spot because of that colour of that line. So I've got every confidence in it. I would always sacrifice, especially, you know, like the particular lake that we fished together, it's very, very weedy. I would sometimes sacrifice something that is visible for strength. For strength, yeah. But I would much prefer to get fish out of weed other than have something, something break, something go because I've not got the confidence in the line. And as you said right at the start, if it's never gone on you, then why change it? And that's why I use it.
So I think the key is there to take from this is confidence. I use the black Technium. Iain likes the tribal carp. We both love the Aero Fluorocarbon. They've never let us down, and I think that's the key thing to take from this clip. Get confident in a mono, stick with it. As long as it doesn't let you down, I think you'll be fine.